Well, to be a man, you have to be a moral force, and an idol, and someone who you can look up to and aspire to be. But the thing that is broken in our society is that we no longer aspire to be true men. We aspire to be hood rats.
Oftentimes, what the world perceives as the truth is oftentimes simply a lie. And as a member of Man Mornings, we must aspire to lead the way and to not follow what the world wants us to follow, but instead be trailblazers.
In America, in the West, it's kind of like you don't know what it means to be a man. You turn 18 and you're like, I think I'm a man now. My voice hasn't changed, but 18, I guess I'm a man. So there's no real rite of passage. You're just kind of like, I don't know what it means to be a man. So we make up dumb stuff. We like, yo, first time you get high, you a man, yo. We like, yo, first time you sleep with somebody, now you a man. Now you a grown woman. You know, first time you get drunk, now you're a man. Yo, you beat somebody up, that's what men do. Yo, we got our respect. We make up all this dumb stuff that has nothing to do with what it means to be a man.
Men were created for a purpose, and we have a design to be men. And instead we turn to criminal activity, vandalism, when we should really be directing our efforts and our energies into productive things.
Men with wisdom and knowledge are ridiculed and harassed even for wanting to grow in their knowledge of theology, politics, economic studies, and
fiscal responsibility.
Fiscal responsibility, exactly. The uneducated hipsters of this generation will mock and ridicule, like I said, those who have the burning desire to learn more.
What distinguishes a man is his acceptance of responsibility. You see, a man is a servant who has responsibility. You put others above yourself. That's what a man is. He protects, he provides, he cares for. First and foremost desire should be to obey and please God. And if you do that, you'll be a man.
You feel a little way. Like some of the young ladies find themselves running into the arms of jerks because they don't know what it's like to be loved by a man because daddy never showed them love. Some of the fellas are jerks because no man ever showed them what it's like to be a man.
To be a real man, you know, that's a difficult question, but there are two basic schools of thought. And that is, number one, from God's view, and number two, from man's view. Now, in man's view, I kind of look at it as, what are we taught? What do we see out there? What does culture teach us? One of the things culture teaches us as males is that there are no absolutes. It's all about what you perceive as your reality. How does it affect you? There's no moral absolutes in your values, in your morals, in your truths. So everything that goes on in the world, it's as you perceive it and what is relative and how it affects you. The second thing is, what are we taught as guys? Be strong, survival the strongest. You know, he who dies with the most toys wins. It's all about, we're alpha males. We want to dominate. We want to be above the rest. We want to be just stronger and tougher than everybody else. You know, look at me, you know, I'm bigger, I'm stronger than you, or I got more money, or I have a better car, a better job, whatever. But see, God has a different view. And if we read Micah 6:8, Micah 6:8 says, He has showed you, O man, what is good. And what does the Lord require of you? To act justly, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with your God. So it's to act justly. What's he mean by that? To do the right thing. In whatever circumstance you're in, you just do the right thing. Even if it costs you, even if it hurts you, you do the right thing. You stand up for what you believe. You are who you are. In every area, there are absolutes. There's no grays with God. There's just black and white. And everybody knows it, too. The question is, do we do it? The second thing is, after to act justly, is to love mercy. Boy, that's a little bit different than being the biggest and strongest guy in the room or being the fastest or having the most money. God says, be merciful to others. You know, it's so funny, just the other day, matter of fact, this morning, somebody cut me off in traffic, and I got really honked off, and then I stopped and go, what am I doing? Why am I getting all worked up about this? Be merciful, extend mercy to others, love others, care about others, give of yourself, give of your time. And the last thing that God says, he says to act justly, to love mercy, and to walk humbly. Boy, it's a lot different than these it's all about me attitude we see in society. In society, we see, people calling attention to themselves. Well, God says, be humble. Use the gifts that I've given you. He's gifted everybody with great gifts. Use those gifts and benefit others. Think of others before yourself. Think of the needs of others and uplift others. And so those are two direct contrasts. In God's view of a real man, man's view of what a real man is. I choose God's view.
There's a quote, it goes something like this. The only true wisdom is to know that you know nothing.
Aristotle. One of the greatest minds of all time.
Was it not Plato?
It was not.
Now, see, my understanding of that was that it was actually one of the greatest business minds of our time, Bernie Madoff.
There seems to be some confusion. Joe, what's your understanding?
I thought it was about... I don't understand.
See, Ben, my favorite president has to be Christopher Columbus. He founded our country based on the principles of liberty and freedom and the rights of each and every citizen. And I also hear that you are very interested in the solar system and astronomy.
Very true. Someday I would like to be an astrologist.
An astronaut.
Well, if that's what it takes, then yes, I'm willing to do whatever it takes to capture my dream. Now, if you must know what my favorite planet would be, that is a very good question. My favorite planet would have to be the sun.
The sun is like the king of the planets.
The secret of business is to know something that nobody else knows. Do you agree?
Was that you, Ethan, that said that?
Yes, it was.
Are you quoting somebody else?
No.
Okay,
that was actually, I thought of that the other day. What do you guys think about that?
I think it's intriguing because to do well in business, you have to have a competitive edge over everyone else.
Almost like a sword. Like the edge of a sword.
A step in front of the game.
The true story.
Did he read a book to learn these secrets of knowledge?
He must have.
Maybe it was revealed to him in a prophetic dream of some sort.
No, I'm secret.
You know, the art of war.
Joe, is that a business call?
Yes, it is a business call.
See,
it says I'm here.
This actually brings to mind the movie The Race.
Which mountain? Dude, that's so true.
Benjamin, you're completely correct. I couldn't agree more. The business.
The race to